The birth of Moses is like a movie all to itself. Moses, the helpless baby, is hidden from murderers who are trying to kill him. When discovery is imminent, and his mother can do no more, she builds an ark and sends him on his sunset cruise. The fairy tale ending is also there. A princess finds the baby and takes him in to be her own son. This seems like something out of Hollywood, but it's not. It's out of the pages of the Bible. However, there's a much deeper plot line being revealed in the first 10 verses of Exodus chapter 2. Stick around and find out some of what was taking place behind the scenes that you may have missed. Because, honestly, the writers of Ocean's 11 would be proud of how this real-life event twisted and turned. First, his mother makes him an ark of bulrushes covered in asphalt and pitch. This was no pleasure cruise for sure. You see, bulrushes may sound like something you'd find in Spain. However, bulrush is what we in the States call cattails. These cattails in the Bible represent insignificance and fragility. The asphalt may sound familiar, but it's not the stuff you'd find in a parking lot. When mixed with the pitch, it was used to keep the water out. Knowing how this ends, it would have been, well, pretty ironic if the man who walked through 2 huge walls of water to lead a nation to freedom drowned in a sinking raft. But the asphalt and pitch had a deeper purpose. In the Bible, they represent God's grace and atonement, which fits, because once you get it on you, there's just no getting it off. So, baby Moses is set to sail, but he doesn't sail into the sunset. No, he crashes into the reeds on the riverbank. In God's divine timing, Pharaoh's daughter is nearby, taking a bath, and hears a baby cry. Keep in mind, Pharaoh had ordered that all the male Hebrew children be killed, but the princess is having none of that today. She gets Moses out of his baby bulrush bubble and decides, like a kid in a pet store, I'm going to keep this one. Moses' sister has been watching. She enters the scene and already has the answer to the problem. She knows someone who can take on the responsibility of caring for this bulrush bundle of joy. Moses has now been pulled from the reeds. Interestingly, reeds represent human vulnerability in the Bible. In fact, when Israel later put their trust in Egypt to save them, Pharaoh totally failed them. The winning nation would actually say that Israel trusted in a crushed reed. So, what's all this behind-the-scenes stuff I was talking about anyway? Let's tie this all together. Moses, whose name means a son, and who was saved from the water, was placed in an ark that really symbolized his human fragility and, well, his insignificance in the eyes of the world. But, you see, his fragility and insignificance were covered from the dangers of drowning in sin. All through God's grace and atonement, he was lifted up after being caught in the reeds of human unreliability. Then, his sister rushes in and convinces the daughter of the man who ordered him to die to pay his mother to care for the child she was supposed to kill. I mean, talk about a win-win. In the end, Moses will lead God's people through the water, which does nothing to God's people, but judges the unbelieving world. When life leaves you feeling like you've been left for dead, just ride it out. Trust that the covering of Jesus will keep the water out. Sure, you may be tossed around, but you won't sink. You may even get hung up on some things, but the things that hang you up today may be used by God to raise you up tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful or enjoyable, please like and subscribe. For full messages on this and other topics, please follow us at the Canton Covenant Group. God bless.